Maureen is a multi-instrumentalist.
got here to get our program started. So our mummers all here. Oh, yes, and thank you for reminding me because I would forget otherwise. Dan Webster is our guest vocalist tonight. And Heather needs to come up because she's a regular vocalist with the Eclectics, and they're going to be doing some music during the program now. Oh, yes, and we have McKenna back on the sound system tonight. Thank you, McKenna. All right, are all of my mummers and quarter readers in the house? I'd like everyone to take their places, please. Take their places, please. All right. And people might have to move their stands around my program people here. So just do what you need to do when you get up here. I'd like to welcome everyone this evening to our Midsummer Revels program and a celebration of summer solstice. You know, in the old country, I have Swedish ancestry, and if anyone's, I understand, I've never been, is they celebrate midsummer in Sweden. They call it midsummer because it's the middle of the summer. It's the longest day of the year. We've been working up to these longest days ever since the spring equinox, and now it's the midpoint of the year, and it's halfway around to fall equinox. Can you believe it? Summer is warm. And then, the winter solstice, where it's the longest night. Hence our Midsummer Revels program. The seasons keep on turning, and it sure keeps our seasonal celebrations team busy. We're always planning our next program. But if celebrating the summer solstice and midsummer are rather new to you, or if you have a hard time explaining it to people you know, let me share why we celebrate here at First Unitarian Society. Community celebration has always been a part of the human experience. It's part of human culture. And so even we as humanists, and you-yous, we make holiday too. That's what humans do. And it helps strengthen the bonds of community and shore up our values. In particular, we as you-yous and humanists choose to celebrate the seasons to remind us that we are an integral part of the natural world. Here at these events, we center the natural world. And we recognize that we're an integral part of it. In their book, Active Hope, authors Joanna Macy and Chris Johnstone write about the need for us as human beings to speak up for the natural world. If we don't, who will, they say? Unless someone speaks for the salmon, the rivers, the wild spaces, and the rest of life, how will we stop the relentless drive of short-term profiteering that is turning our world into a wasteland? Our survival is at stake. We are only beginning to realize how ecosystems act together to maintain conditions favorable to humans, end quote. Our festivities, our seasonal celebrations here keep us grounded in that reality. But there's another reason to celebrate. These are occasions to give us respite from our labors, especially perhaps our ancestors when it was an agricultural economy, but even the rest of us now. Life is not all work. Pausing for fun and reflection is good for us. We benefit from a change in routine from our ordinary lives. And finally, celebration is a way to make meaning in our lives, to pause and reflect on what matters to us, who matters to us, and why. Celebration encourages us to acknowledge that which is good in the world, and to see the good that we must do to help bring it about. These seasonal celebrations call us to be mindful of the preciousness of life and the preciousness of each day. Now, we always begin our seasonal celebrations with the calling of the quarters. So if you haven't noticed the little sheets on the middle of the table, I want you each to grab one because this is a participatory piece in our program today. And the audience parts are written in bold, except where it says leader Q and the air Q, yada, yada, yada. But the response, the R, is the audience response. And I am expecting you all to join in enthusiastically and to take the cue. Each of the quarter readers have a little longer piece of poetry, but when they get to that cue line, you'll know when to chime in. So, are we ready? Are you ready for summer?
Yes, we're ready for summer.
Then welcome, wind of the east, realm of air, blowing your sailboats across the lakes, rustling glossy green leaves in the trees, bringing you kite flying, barbecue smoke, and thunderstorms. Celebrate sizzling days and balmy nights. Are you ready for the season's sultry air?
Yes, lazy summer breeze, be with us now.
Welcome the sun, up from the south, realm of fire. Close your eyes and tilt your head to the sky. Feel the golden glow, too hot to handle and flaring with energy. Get your vitamin D and photosynthesis, just enough rays to ripen a tomato. Celebrate the nourishing fire of summer. Are you ready to take in some sun?
Yes, lazy summer sun, be with us now.
Welcome, the hydrologic cycle from the west, realm of water. Step away from your umbrellas and dare to get wet. Swimming and splashing, running through sprinklers, searching for the perfect creek, river, lake, or pool. Celebrate the soothing summer waters. Are you ready to get wet?
Yes, refreshing summer waters, be with us now.
Welcome the verdant fields of the north, realm of earth, bringing gardeners to their knees, growing fruits, vegetables, and flowers, cooling their feet on a carpet of grass under a canopy of trees, watching busy bees, birds, and ants connect the living web. Celebrate this land teeming with life. Are you ready for Earth's garden fair?
Yes, lush summer earth, be with us now.
Welcome summer. And all the people said,
Welcome summer.
now we have a song for everybody planning to vacation in Minnesota this year.
While she warms up. Well, I don't know where she keeps practicing, so I'd have to know where it's I was thumbing my way along a rural Minnesota road when along came a semi full of beer up the mother load. If you're going to Minnetonka with me, you can ride. So I climbed into the cab, said hello to his dog named Clyde. He asked me if I've seen the town or ever been on that lake, and I said, listen, bub, I've traveled everywhere in this this here state. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Shone to Market Square, man. And the voyageurs, man. By travel I've had to share, man. I've been everywhere. But the Hades, Cycle City, Marshall, Anoka, Buffalo, Worthington, Virginia, Winona, Grand Marais, Hastings, Holyoke, Taylor's Falls, Rochester, Rosa, Monaga, New Break, New Ulm, St. Bonifacius, Brainerd, Bottom, Preston, I'm gracious. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Ain't corn dogs at the fair, man. Try Ludwig's gone to dare, man. If I travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Austin, Crookston, Tonka Bay, Delano, Benson, Chisholm, Savage, Ivanhoe, Forest Lake, Halleck, Bemidji, Otsego, St. Cloud, St. James, St. Peter, Wanamanda, Gator, Carlton, Alberley, and Morrow, Cambridge, Wilmore, Warren, Montevideo. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Been chased by some bears, man. Need a change of underwear, man. I travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ortonville, Redwood, Duluth, Caledonia, Litchfield, Springfield, Birdsboro to Detroit, Lake Fairmont, Jackson, Freeport, Aiken, Alexandria, Two Harbors, Holdingford, Gender Falls, Akabia, Lake Anamia, Healy, Belle Plaine, Laverne. What a maniac! I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Snowmobile on some glare, man. And froze my derriere, man. I travel like that to share, man. I've been everywhere.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Ready, ladies? Here we go. Cloquet, Mora, Breckenridge, Kettlewell, Bagley, Mankato, Grand Rapids, Sparrow, Cottonwood, Wabasha, Montgomery, and Trego, Chaska, Itasca, Buell, and Winnebago, Portsville, Dayton, Lord Head, Rossay, Sandstone, Pipestone. Let's go all the way. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Nothing will compare, man. You travel here and there, man. So come along and take your share, man.
I know some place you haven't been.
Oh, I've been everywhere.
The Summer Night by Joyce Edmund. To all of you who crawl and creep,
Who buzz and chirp and hoot and peep.
who wake at dusk and throw off sleep,
Welcome to the summer night. To you who make the forest sing.
who dip and dodge on silent wing,
Who flutter, hover, clasp, and cling. Welcome to the summer night.
come feel the cool and shadowed breeze,
Come smell your way among the trees.
come touch rough bark and leathered leaves.
Welcome to the summer night. The night's a sea of dappled dark.
The night's a feast of sound and spark.
The night's a wild, enchanted park. Welcome to the summer night.
dancing sets our hearts free. It's children remember the laughter in life. It's animals teach us to see. Stay low to the ground. Stay close to the earth. Don't stray very far from your soul. It's simple things show us the reason we're here, and it's simple things keeping us whole. Tell me the place you were born, the lives that your ancestors led, the ground that surrounded the people you love, the streams from which you were fed. It's the wind that carries the seed, and the seed that carries the song. The food that we're eating is rooted in the soil, and it's soil that's keeping us strong. It's music that keeps us alive. It's dancing that sets our hearts free. It's children remember the laughter in life. It's animals teach us to see. Stay low to the ground. Stay close to the earth. Don't stray very far from your soul. It's simple things show us the reason we're here, and it's simple things keeping us whole. The temples are falling around us. We stand strong and fierce where they've been. I never have seen a holier sight than a person who sings in the wind. Our blood is the river of life. Our joy is the sun on the land. All of the love that is inside this heart is more than one person can stand. It's music that keeps us alive. It's dancing that sets our hearts free. It's children remember the laughter in life. It's animals teach us to see. Stay low to the ground. Live close to the earth. Don't stray very far from your soul. It's simple things show us the reason we're here, and it's simple things keeping us low to the ground. Stay close to the earth. Don't stray very far from your soul. It's simple things show us the reason we're here, and it's simple things keeping us whole.
All right, well now it's time for our mummers kids, our mummers and getting ready here. All right. Okay. We're a little informal here. Anyway, yes, do what you wish. For those of you who aren't familiar with mumming, it's like costumed, usually often animals, sometimes other things, and it's a tradition that comes out of Europe, old Europe. But we've sort of modified it here. It's street theater, melodrama, and reader's theater, all wrapped in one. I like to call it people's theater, and tonight we are speaking up for the natural world, in particular, the bats. And there's some audience participation in this skit. You'll see Lisa and Carl over here. So shall we start with do you have the hoots? Hoot, hoot, hoot. So be ready to hoot like an owl. And then there are some frogs. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Be your best frog. And then, of course, the crickets. Chirp, 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 chirp. So, when you see our lovely assistants out there, be ready to do your part. Okay. Now, this scene is a summer solstice hike at a nature center at night. We have two families who have shown up to participate. So please welcome to the stage the Urban Theater family. Let's hear it for them. And then next we have the Tree Hugger family.
Tree huggers!
Okay, well, let the fun begin.
Well, what do you think? Are you ready for our hike?
A hike? Are you serious? At night? Nobody goes on hikes at night. Who cares? We get to stay up late. Yay!
There's lots of interesting places to explore and things to see at this nature center, even at night.
And it's not quite dark yet. The sun doesn't even set until after 9 o'clock at this time of year. After all, it's the summer solstice.
Woo! Yeah, Dad. We know. Longest day of the year and shortest night.
Longest day and shortest night? Really? Cool. We've never done a night hike before. We always come here during the day. Now we get to see lots of different things.
Exactly. We'll get to see the animals that are active during twilight and the earliest part of night.
We're not going to see anything. Duh. It's practically dark and only getting darker.
That's what the flashlights are for. Besides, I bet we'll hear a lot of cool things too.
That's the spirit. I say, let's get this nature hike started.
Really? A nature hike? Mom, I thought you said we were going to see Batman.
I said we were going on a hike to see Batman.
You tricked me. I thought this was going to be like movie night in the park. A Batman movie. Look, there's Batman now.
Hello, folks. I'm the Batman, a creature of the night, and I'll be leading our hike this evening into the dark.
You've got to be kidding. What a pathetic looking Batman, if you ask me.
I don't Batman that ever led a hike at a nature center before.
Well, this one does. Like he said, he is a creature of the night.
So much for movies in the park.
Come on, I've got something better planned. Batman loves bats, and we've got to save them. Let's get going.
All right, go Batman. Off to the bats.
Wait, are we going to look for bats or something? Ew, aren't they just like rats with wings?
More like vampires. They bite a lot and they're gonna suck your blood.
Stop it, that's not true. Is it, Batman?
It's a common misconception. A very small percentage of bats drink blood, but none of the ones that live around here do that.
Actually, aren't bats a very important part of the environment?
Absolutely. Like most critters, they are a useful and essential part of the web of life. You seem to know a little something about bats.
I do. I love bats. I've read like 1,000,000 books about them.
Which means I've heard like 1,000,000 bat facts.
It's true. I think we've checked out every bat book from the library at least twice.
Great! Hey, how would you like to be my sidekick?
Robin. I've got just what you need.
Me too.
You can't be another Robin. There is only one Robin.
Well, actually, there's a whole lot of Robins. Depending on you count, there's Dick, Chasen, Tim, Stephanie, Damien.
Of course. Personally, I prefer the Robin from the campy 60s TV version of Batman. I just love how he had a holy fill-in-the-blank Batman for every situation they were in, like holy crucial moment Batman, or wholly contributing to the delinquency of minors Batman.
Yeah, that was great, but Damien is my favorite. He's Bruce Wayne's son with a spunky attitude.
More of an attitude than Jason Todd?
Parents, can we stick to the nature of Batman script? Alright, hey kids, anyone up for being Batgirl?
Me.
Okay, you got it. Anybody else want a cape?
That's okay, I'm good. It's not like I'm going to be doing any flying with one of those.
Burn.
Did you know that bats are the only mammals that can fly?
Of course, they're mammals with wings. What about birds? Birds aren't mammals, aren't they? What about flying squirrels?
I think they technically just glide, right?
That's right. They can only slow their descent, not actually lift themselves higher.
Well, if you're gonna get technical, Batman can't fly either.
He just glides like those squirrels.
Yeah, he should be called Squirrel Man instead of Batman.
But bats are cooler. That's a matter of opinion. Squirrel Girl is pretty cool too, but that's a whole different comic rack.
Hey everybody. Watch your step now as we get closer to this pond. But no worries, it's not a Lazarus pit.
Mr. Batman, you said before that bats were useful. How so?
Well, they help by eating lots of insects, which they can find in abundance here by this pond.
Wow, look at all those bugs flying around.
You go for it, Batgirl. Yum yum.
Be serious. Do you like being bitten by mosquitoes? A single bat can eat more than 600 bats in 1 hour.
That's right. Most bats eat their body weight in bugs every night. That would be like you eating 100 burgers in just a few hours.
I wonder, is that even possible? So, are we going to see any bats around here with all these bugs?
Hopefully. Let's walk a little closer to the pond.
Watch your step.
Where's that flashlight?
I've got an extra one here in my utility belt.
All right, a real bat accessory. Do you keep your batarangs in there?
Nice.
No, but I have tools for collecting specimens and taking notes about my nature walks. I'm a very good detective.
All we've seen on this stupid hike is a bunch of swarming bugs.
Let's try to change that. Let's stop here, turn off our flashlights, and stay very still.
It's dark. I can't see anything in the dark.
It takes a while for your eyes to adjust to the dark. Stay still and be very quiet.
What was that? It's just an owl, silly.
Sounds like a great horned owl.
As long as it's not a court of owls.
Nice.
Hey, real owls make such a beautiful sound.
If we hear it again, try to look in the direction of the sound without moving. Maybe we can spot it.
Up there, I think I see one. Don't owls eat bats?
They do, but not that much. They go more for mice, voles, or frogs, which are much easier to catch than bats flying by.
Eat or be eaten. That's what I say.
I say let the owls eat them, or a penguin. Good riddance.
Not so fast. We're losing bats to infections like white nose syndrome, taking out entire colonies.
White nose syndrome? What's that?
This totally savage fungal infection.
It makes her fur and wings, especially around her noses, look all white.
That sounds a lot like Joker's laughing gas.
And didn't we read that it attacks them while they're hibernating? And a lot of them never wake back up.
It's really sad.
Who cares? Who needs them? Yeah, so they eat bugs. Big deal.
Why don't we hear what else bats are good for?
In other parts of the world, they're important pollinators and spreaders of seeds.
Like bees and butterflies? Kind of, but bats mostly eat fruit. But just like bees and butterflies, the pollen gets stuck to them and travels to the next plant.
They help pollinate lots of foods we love, like bananas and chocolate.
So you can thank bats for the bananas on your cereal every morning.
And your favorite chocolate bars.
And bats are the only pollinators for the agave plant.
So, no bats, no tequila?
Holy guacamole, Batman! Without margaritas, how can anyone keep up with their environmental activism?
Well, not a world I want to live in.
I've read seeds of some plants will only grow if they first pass through a bat. What does that mean?
They have to eat the seeds and then poop them out before they'll grow.
No.
Almost as gross as the left side of Two-Face. Good one.
So you see, we've got to help save the bats.
Whoa, what was that? It must have been some birds flying by.
Nope, those were bats. They're off on the hunt.
Really? They look like little bullets. Well, they're mammals with wings.
Look, I think there's more of them.
Stay still, look and listen.
I hear frogs.
Food for the owls.
Are those crickets?
Yep, food for the bats.
Do they just fly around and feast on bugs all night?
No, they would get too tired. They go back to their roost after a couple of hours.
And we need to head back now too, but I'll show you some of their roosting trees on the way back.
I thought bats lived in caves.
If you'd only done your research, Batgirl, you'd know that only some bats live in caves.
According to my research, a lot of bats live in trees, or under bridges, and sometimes in the attics of people's houses.
Even Batman doesn't live in a cave. He lives in a mansion.
But doesn't he have a cave for his secret headquarters? I think so. And a lot of real bats stay in a cave in the winter, where they hibernate.
Okay then, who wants to help save the bats?
What can we do to help?
Do everything you can to feed bats and help them find shelter.
How are we supposed to feed bats? Collect insects and turn on a bat signal for them?
Not quite. You can plant gardens that attract insects and reduce your use of pesticides.
I suppose humans are ruining the environment with all our chemical use.
That's right. We've got to live in harmony with the natural world and all its critters, or we'll destroy it.
Hey, Dad, maybe we should get some bats for our backyard so they can eat all the mosquitoes we've got.
Actually, that's a great idea.
What do you mean? Is that even a thing?
It is. More and more people are building bat houses for their backyards these days. Alfred would be proud.
Really? Aren't they just a nuisance in urban areas?
Bat houses can help support local bat populations, which help manage pests like mosquitoes, especially in urban areas.
I don't know. It doesn't seem practical or sanitary.
I hear you. Why don't you come to our workshop later this summer to get started building your own bat house?
Okay, interesting idea.
Sure, worth considering. Why not?
And I bet Robin and Batgirl here would be happy to help.
Cool. Bats in our own backyard.
I suppose I could help. I do like building things. I don't know. I think I'd rather stick with bug spray.
Come on, Lisa. How would a bat house be cool? You might even see some more bats like we did tonight.
Yes, this was an interesting and a beautiful hike. I just love hearing the sounds of nature.
Summer evenings are the best. Such a great
And here we are back at the center. Thank you all for coming tonight.
Hey, Batman, before you go, can we see your Batmobile? Yeah. As Batman, you must have some very cool wheels. Let's see.
Sure thing. It's just on the other side of the nature center here.
You mean your Batcave?
Of course. Just look. It's over there.
Huh? That's just a regular car.
Look closer.
It's, Rivian.
A what?
An all-electric truck. Dang.
The best Batmobile ever.
That Batman's a clever one.
Always doing my part to save the environment.
Thanks for a great evening.
Off we go then, kids.
Happy
Summer Solstice!
So much of that skit was fun, but a lot of it was also true. Minnesota's home to 7 different bat species. 2 of them, I cannot make this up, the little brown bat and the large brown bat, live all throughout the Twin and the surrounding area alongside us. They are our neighbors. They, of course, eat lots of insects that are harmful to humans and plants. Our bats, our neighbors, have such a wide-ranging impact on the environment that the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources estimates that Minnesota bats contribute $3 billion each year in ecosystem benefits. Wow. Yeah, right? How about the bats? Last I heard, Batman's just a millionaire. So, unfortunately, as we also heard in the sketch, our friendly bats are in trouble. Besides the usual pressures of loss of habitat and native plants that all wild species that live alongside us are under, the disease that was mentioned, white nose syndrome, has been decimating bat populations in Minnesota since 2016. Minnesota actually has it a lot better than Indiana, than Ohio, than a lot of other places in the Midwest. It's so bad that some large-scale hibernation sites, those caves that we were talking about, those large bridges, reported a 90% decline in hibernating populations since 2020. Very fast moving. In the face of an ecological problem of that scale, it can be easy for an individual to feel hopeless to affect any kind of change. What can one person do, who's not Batman, to help millions of bats? So, one of the great things about being humanists is that while we are always individuals, we never have to struggle to improve our world alone. Our Habitats for Neighbor Bats program is going to do a couple of things, including the workshop, to aim to teach people of all ages at FUS and friends of FUS about how bats are good neighbors to us and impart practical knowledge, skills, tools, things we can do now to make adjustments around our homes to be good neighbors to our bats. And I'm so excited to say this. Thanks to the support of the Wilson Social Justice Fund, we'll be able to offer 20 or more bat houses, either built in the workshop or built for people who are not handy, at a extremely generously subsidized cost. Economics will not be a barrier to anybody who, just like me, wants to see how many little brown bats can cram into this kind of advanced bread box looking thing. It's like 300 of them. It's so cool. So, it's me. I'm the one who wants that. But if you are somebody who is also now thinking that maybe you'd like to be a good neighbor back to our friendly neighbor bats, then keep your ears open. We're going to have some lectures on sort of best practices for, again, practical. We're not looking for huge action here. We're looking for what we can do as neighbors in the human community for our bat community. So be on the lookout for that, and of course, keep your ears peeled for when we settle on our date for our workshop. And be looking at the skies and thinking about your neighbors.
Carpe diem, seize the day. Earth keeps turning, so get out and play. Dig in the garden, lie in the grass. Enjoy the lush summer, for soon it will pass. You've welcomed me well, now I'm off to my duty. So much to be done in this season of beauty.
Cool water is here and ready to flow. You can swim, you can sail, you can paddle or row. I'll raid in your garden and maybe your game. I'm essentially yours, for there's no shame. Collect me in barrels, conserve me always, but drink me often, or be left in a daze.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Soak up the sun before I retire. Skip the AC, don't sweat the heat. Summertime pleasures just can't be beat. After all, it won't be long Seize the day before I'm gone.
Hot air is here with sultry breezes, carrying thoughts of love and leisure. My scented air brings sweet relief. Vacation days are all too brief, and as my winds have changed, draw near, hold on to summer's cheer. Carpe diem. And all the people said, Carpe diem.
Built on skill, that alone will count. Without the sweat of our brow, it wouldn't be worth a dime. We got to live and give, share and care, really put some love in the air. When your name is down, you got to pick him up. Nobody should live in despair. Everybody let's sing, sing, sing. Everybody let's sing, sing, sing. We've got to all pitch in and do our thing and make a better world to live in. Society is the priority, 'cause we're all just part of the whole. Now when the people shout, you got to hear them out. Everybody is a beautiful soul. We've got to work together, share and care. Really got to do our best. Now wouldn't it be a perfect sight to see the whole world filled with happiness? Everybody let's sing, sing, sing. Everybody let's sing, sing, sing. Got to all pitch in and do our thing and make a better world to live in. Everybody let's sing, sing, sing. Everybody let's sing, sing, sing. We've got to all pitch in and do our thing and make a better world to live in. We've got to all pitch in and do our thing and make a better world to live in.
All right, that's up for our Rebels program. And I would just, I see Christy's out there ready with dessert, and I think Lisa's going to help dish up ice cream too. Remember, one baklava per person. So again, enjoy the evening with each other, sit and socialize. Maybe 10 minutes, or Marcy, are you there? Maybe she's, in about what, 10 minutes maybe, the drumming will start? 10, 15 minutes, or have some ice cream, some dessert, and you may go over to the chalice room that's right, through the hallway back there, and join some drumming this evening. And I think, Rick, you have more games for kids?
Not just for kids. This is a team game. You can practice them in the hall. You get one of these, and the goal is to find out the there you go. But it keeps moving. So come out in the hall, have some fun. We'll do a game.
All right, lots of fun to celebrate the summer solstice and this longest day. Enjoy, everyone. Thanks for coming. Be safe.
I remember when I was 16 and I worked at a camp. And we were in the crafts cabin. And a bat started flying around. So I said, get a broom. And the biology student said, I've got a towel box. Well, 8 months ago, I saw the Harley Davidson all right out here. He walked under the door, I think.